Chips Clips! Alrighty, boob tubes. Another one of Kips Clips. And welcome to this week's Roast the Host Live. Now, for the mentally infirm out there, I advise you, Google comedy roast. If you're a wee bit confused as to what that's meant to mean. Anyway, so YouTube's only comedy call-in show. Let's see if it's actually on topic. Now, there's a phone number below if anybody wants to call in. Everybody in the whole world is welcome, unless you're a junky sounding Glaswegian with the impulse control of a junky moth full of Valium next to a flame. Then you're not welcome to join, because probably what you found throughout your whole life, nobody really wants to play with you. So, but if there's anybody genuine want to phone in who don't feel threatened and intimidated by a bunch of malicious motherfuckers, then feel free. If not, I'll interact with the chat as I have done before. So in the evening, everybody, Natasha, Creepy Crawl, Vadoom, Tom, how you doing? Apple Charlotte, Sparkle Whore, Vadoom, a Blazing, Richie, how you doing, Richie? Nice to see you in, my man. Blazing Stars. So thanks for joining, everybody. Now, bear in mind the Fibonacci sequence, the golden ratio, doesn't repeat. It's not a cycle. It's a sequence. It goes on forever. It's infinity. And it's oh, hold on. Hello, Junkie. Hey, there's the junkie Glaswegian bastard that's got the impulse control of a junkie moth full of Valium, who's shoplifting next to a torch. Right? OCD window lickers. Let's see how many times he phones in continuously. Now, what's actually transpired is this dude's either got a glass eye and a wooden leg, two glass eyes, two wooden legs. Who knows what combination? He could just be a stump. Could be just a stump with a nose that can push buttons. That's all he's good for. Hello, Junkie. Let's see how long this lasts. Now, this is what happens when you've got OCD and you're a bit dim and you get fucking wallopers winding you up. Hello, Junkie. This is going to happen for the next. It's going to happen continuously. As I said, impulse control is a junkie moth full of Valium on a shoplifting spree next to a flame. Go and get some pals. Oh, hold on. Here's a phone number. Hello, is this the Junkie? Sorry?
Last time you come in, you eat way too much.
I weigh too much.
You're not allowed back anymore.
Did I eat too much? Did I have too much of the Chinese Biffy King?
I got your number from credit card info.
Okay, and did I have too many spring rolls?
This is not homeless shelter. This is restaurant. You eat all expensive food. You eat all that crab leg.
All the crab?
You take so much food
But I ran away, so I didn't pay.
就是他，我叫他永远不要再过来了。
Hello?
Too bad customer, you start talking. Oh, okay. You know, come back. Too bad. Ben.
What if I pay double? Can I come back in?
You've just been placed by breakdown.com.
So, mate, I don't even know what the fuck that was. Anyway. So, if you are a junky sounding Glaswegian with the impulse control of a of a junky moth on full of Valium on a shoplifting spree next to a flame, I mean, feel free to continuously phone in so I can hang up on you. Could be quite funny. A continuous barrage of hanging up on them. But anywho, Billy. Billy sounds very close to Timmy, doesn't it? Timmy, Billy. And you'd think people's carers would actually care for them, but obviously not. Hugh, Davey, Stewie, justice for Ian McShane. I mean, you've got to be a particular. He is stumpy. No arms, no legs, 2 glass eyes. He's not even got wooden legs, for fuck's sake. Just a stump with a nose, push buttons. That's all he's good for. Nothing better to do. Anyway, so one of the new jokes is impulse control of a junky moth full of Valium on a shoplifting spree next to a flame. That's some people have the impulse control like that. Could argue it's down to their medication, lack of brains, lack of limbs, glass eyes, wooden legs. There's lots of arguments to be had. Alright, McVicker, how you doing, my man? Ian McShane, was he Lovejoy? Oh, Lovejoy's a TV show, I think. My space bar is dodgy. I thought you were talking about MySpace. My space bar is dodgy. I'm Mr. Haribo and you're Mr. Stumpy. Alright, Stone Man, long time no see. So, shit. Lost my phone again. Hello, Junkie. He really is a fucking mental retard. I mean, like, genuinely bona fide. Sparkle, you should be looking after the person you're meant to be caring for, not encouraging them. Hello, window licker. Phoning again. Keep phoning. Come on, window licker. Come on, Stumpy. Keep phoning in, Stumpy. Must have like Google Assistant or something. You can open so many YouTube channels. Given you've got no arms or legs or fingers or toes. Just a stump. Hello, Junkie. Stumpy, go and fuck it, I don't know. Go have your monthly bath or something. Go and get your He-Man figures out. Play with your Mr. Blobby toy. Hello, Junkie. Hello, Junkie. All right. So, what rabbit hole you want to pull everybody out of?
Going on, mate. Going on between everybody. I don't anybody. I don't think it's helping anybody. You know what I mean? I think I like watching your programs, watching your live shows. I might tell you who I am at the end, but I'm someone who's seen to be on Sparkle's side, although I'm not, although I get on with Sparkle. But I think you should just focus on good stuff that you do. Enjoy watching your live feed instead.
No, thank you.
I think people should try and get. I don't think it's for anybody. I don't think it's for anybody. Of all this negativity and fucking rolling backwards and forwards.
This isn't trolling. This isn't trolling, mate. This isn't trolling. This isn't people calling people names and stuff. This isn't trolling.
No, it's gone beyond that.
Yep, it's bullying. It's bullying, and it's intimidation, and it's threats of violence and death threats. But it's out of my hands now. The police are prosecuting Billy McWilliams.
Right.
The police are prosecuting him, and Plisco knows he's going to be getting prosecuted, but he doesn't matter a fuck because he knows he won't do jail time, but his name and address will be out there, and then everybody that he's going around and deeming guilty of what I don't know, and then threatening and harassing and trying to mentally torture people, they can all now then go and know what doorstep to go and address their grievances.
I don't think that's right, Kev. I agree with you.
I don't think it's right, mate, but something's got to get done. These people can't bounce about fucking thinking they can act like this and get away with it.
I get that. I mean, I'll be honest with you, mate, the problem I've had with you is the threats you make to Sparkle.
What threats have I made to Sparkle that I'm going to bounce on her head?
No, that you're going to cave her face in and all this sort of stuff. You know, I'm not having a go at you, saying that's the problem I've had.
What would you... Well, I don't give a fuck what problem you've got, to be quite frank with you, mate. You don't even know a glimpse of the shit I'm dealing with, And then if you think you think it's what would you do if somebody started calling you a paedophile or beast?
Yeah, I'd go fucking mental.
Yep, you would go mental. Would you bounce on somebody's head? Right, so where's your fucking problem with me then, pal? It doesn't make sense. I'm applying a bit of logic here, right? You're not making any sense. Spock would have a field day with you. So your problem with me is that I want to bounce on somebody's head because they're out there saying I'm a paedophile and beast, but you would do the exact same thing yourself. And you think I should just leave them alone to go and do what they're doing? Or allow them to continue to do what they're doing? You've heard that, Plisco bastard?
Yeah, I've heard it.
Right, now, he's part of that wee gang. And what are the wee gang doing? Are they condemning him? Or are they saying he shouldn't be doing that? Are they trying to rein him in? No, they're going fishing. They're shutting the fuck up because Billy McWilliams related to Sparkle. And mate, why you like fucking Sparkle? I do not know. What is it you get from her endless content of filth and bullshit and threatening and harassing?
I'll tell you exactly how I got to know Sparkle. On the Brian Harvey thing, that originally I had made a comment about how odd I thought it was Brian Harvey was threatening to kill himself for attention.
Do you not find it a bit weird why these people are focused on Brian Harvey? What's Brian Harvey done? Like, mate, what is Brian Harvey's crime?
Nothing. I actually used to support Brian Harvey. I used to watch his videos.
You used to be a supporter until you spoke to Sparkle. You've got a problem. You've got a problem with me for saying I would bounce on Sparkle's head because she's out there making endless videos, her and her windy licking pals, of me being a paedophile and beast. Although you would do the exact same yourself. I'm telling you, mate, your logic isn't making sense. Spock would have a field day with you.
I think everybody should just. It's been wrong done on both sides.
There hasn't been wrong done on both sides, mate. I didn't fuck. These motherfuckers came and befriended me at the exact same time as I was talking about Stevie Cowie and her dick pics. See, this is how funny this is, mate. I've got the cops in my house and I'm showing them Stevie Cowie's dick pics and I'm pointing at that's the exact right. And the police know this. You know, what they do is they bully and intimidate and stay within the letter of the law to try and intimidate people into acting a particular way. That's what these creepy fuckers are doing as well. They're curtain twitchers. They're fucking having secret meetings with secret communities, with secret folders on people. There's no judge, jury or executioner. Just a small little bunch of faggots that fucking... him, her, get them. Targeting individuals and then going after them with everything they've got. Phoning up employers, trying to get people's benefits stopped, trying to get people's housing benefits stopped, threatening with getting them kicked out on the street. You think this is quite appropriate?
I don't think it's appropriate at all.
Right, so how the hell can you be friends with somebody who's propagating that behaviour and who doesn't even recognise it? She'll sit up there now and go, I didn't call him a paedophile or beast. I mean, I don't know, mate. Do you have 2 glass eyes and 2 wooden legs? You were aware of that's what she was doing? No. Answer that question. You are aware that's what she was doing, yeah? You did witness this.
Yeah.
Right, and you're still happy to be friends. Now, bear in mind, this is the mob who had a problem with me having sympathy for Sabine McNeil. Sabine McNeil, what was her fucking crimes? Well, for me, she believed in a conspiracy to the extent she acted batshit crazy. But what was it the problem they had? She was falsely accusing people of being paedophiles and beasts and then trolling these people and telling family members and employees they have turned into what they say they fucking are against. Right? Doesn't cut the smell test, mate. See, like, sort of your wee argument here, which doesn't stand up to 2% of logic. You know, you would do the same thing to Sparkle, but your only problem with me is doing that to Sparkle. Right, now, apply logic to what they do, the way they behave. They claim to be against people bullying and intimidating people with mental health problems, yet continuously go after every individual with solutions. That guy openly admitted he's popping pills. Brian Harvey, that guy fucking... had a fucking noose ready to kill himself and he's been in and out of mental fucking institutes. the list of the people that myself, I've admitted that fucking about 12 years ago I had a mental breakdown, and yet these are the people they're targeting. Ask Spock, go and chap on Spock's door. Ask him if any of this meets the smell test or fucking makes any logic. Fucking Fanny Bones, Danny Jones, Lyndon, what's his name? Lyndon Warden of the Telford area, who was charged with grievous bodily harm 5 years ago, right? Pretends to be morally outraged at a guy saying fuck, cunt or bugger in front of his 12 or 14-year-old kid, but then threatens to go and beat people up. Then threatens, I done GBH 5 years ago, I'm coming to get you. Does that make sense to you, mate?
No, not at all.
Yep.
I don't claim.
So why the hell are you still pals and following this big bunch of fucking wrongians who are not what they say they're on the tin? They doesn't pass the smell test, mate. You can't be anti-violent or be against violence or be against false claims of paedophilia and all that and then go around and do that. Act that way. Now, I don't know if you're aware, what they're doing is threatening and intimidating people. See that windy licking junkie sounding bastard? He was up fucking, I've got it recorded. He's like, you fucking don't put my number out and I won't post this. He's trying to get me to fucking stop going after him because he thinks he's got a wooden leg and a glass eye and he can go around and fucking falsely accuse people of being X, Y and Z. Doesn't meet the smell test, mate. It doesn't. No logic, no consistency, no morals. They're not even, they're just a fucking, that Calder John, did you see how why they targeted with solutions? Like, so this is all plain as day to me. I can see these fuckers for what they are. Now, they're also quite happy to go around and provoke conspiracy theorists. And they're quite happy and say, they think we're deep state Illuminati paedophile MI5 agents. Right? They don't understand why people are coming to that conclusion. Right? They don't recognise that a lot of people that fall into the conspiracy world and ball deep into it and stuff, they're suffering from problems in their life. No, they don't even just mock or laugh conspiracy theorists. They go after them. They go after their employment. They go after benefits. They threaten them. They find out their addresses. You know, all these people that are fucking against doxing and all that. Why do you think I'm sitting here getting death threats at my doorstep? Call them this. Call them that. Fucking disgusting fucks, mate. So, anything else? Why you would do what I'm doing, but that's your only problem with me. You don't agree with anything they're doing, but why do you like Sparkle again?
I don't dislike or like Sparkle. I haven't got a problem with Sparkle.
You haven't got, so you don't have a problem with people going around and falsely accusing people of being beasts and paedophiles just because they fucking get called a fucking name?
No, that's the side of it I stay out of because I don't do that.
Well, mate, I've been over 10 years on YouTube. It's something I don't participate in. I didn't all of a sudden overnight ask all these wallopers to come to my channel, start befriending my friends, fishing on my Facebook, attacking innocent fucking family members. They're attacking innocent people, mate. Making videos about innocent people that don't even know who their name is. You don't even know the half of some of that fucking shit that brain dead fucking junkie sounding Billy fucking McWilliams is done. That's why he knows he's going to get prosecuted. He's broke all sorts of fucking laws.
Yeah, I don't know the guy personally.
I don't know these fuckers personally, mate. They're a bunch of fucking anonymous cockroaches who hide behind fucking the veil of anonymity online to fucking carry out their wee vicious ways. Right? Just apply logic to what these people, the reason these people tell you they're doing what they're doing, and then compare that to their actions. It doesn't marry up. You can't be against bullying, against false accusations, against all this shit, and then participate in it yourself. Right? Then if you fucking, that doesn't make sense. So what are these people and why are they doing what they're doing? Then when you follow the fucking little gang of fucking want-to-be superheroes. You start seeing Calder John, you start seeing Chelsea Harwood, you start seeing a whole wee web of want-to-be celebrities going around YouTube and trying to shut down shows that are more successful than they can ever be. Right? Also put that into the... I think they're far right. That's what I really think. I think they're Jim Dawson's fucking goon squad that are sent out to threaten and intimidate and shut down people online. Because they are not out there to protect the innocent. They're not out there to help.
That's the more sinister part of this whole situation. Why I've originally phoned you is I used to really like your live feeds. Said I like the right wing, the anti-right wing agenda that you're putting forward, the anti-Tommy Robinson agenda that you're putting forward, and I think that all that is thrown by the wayside down to the tricks. I think actually better than that.
I mean, would you want me to say to you, just ignore people calling you a beast and paedophile? Mate, I've witnessed what's happened to me. They have done it to other people. Right? Yeah. And it's kind of strange. I'm laying this all out to you, but you still seems like it's like you got a problem with me for doing exactly what you would do. Problem with me for standing up for myself against people making fucking the most abhorrent accusations you could against a man.
That's not right on it, I wouldn't condone that from it.
But you're right.
I don't condone violence in any way, shape or form. If you're having those accusations, go to the police, address it.
What do you think I've done? Why do you think he's getting prosecuted?
Now everyone starts trolling each other.
Well, Flow Destroyer, Danny Jones, Hairy Mary Sparkle, Plisco, Grobnob, Calder John. There's a good wee collective of the people that have... I never went to their channels. I don't even fucking like any of their shit ever. These are the fuckers that came to me, mate. Befriended me. Then they befriended me. They started befriending all the people I knew online. Getting invited into groups and all that, and then boom shakalaka, you've got a little secret folder online about yourself. Right? The right wing lunatics. Wouldn't surprise me if one of them's related to Jim Dawson. So
I think that's a bigger agenda.
Okay.
That is a bigger agenda.
Well, you mate, look at what I was doing. Right? Post and prior to these fuckers turning up. Right? What was I doing? I was laughing at conspiracy theorists and racists and the far right. Now what's it been turned into? I'm a paedophile. Right? I don't know if you notice this about Tommy Robinson fans. Anybody that disagrees with him, you're a paedophile.
Yeah, it's go-to now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is the go-to. For Hairy Mary Sparkle, Flow Destroyer, Danny Jones, Grobnob. They think it's funny. They think it's fun and games. They think they can hide behind IP. Now, this is the funny thing. Britain First is classified as a domestic terrorist organisation. Stevie Cowie, who sent me, I get dick pics of his sent to me and all that, he's a member of Britain First. I suspect that this Flow Destroyer and all this Hoaxdead mob all tried to befriend me around the exact time, the exact same time. Now, the thing with the police is they're hampered with getting IP addresses unless it's terrorism or murder. These fucking Muppets are now in the same bracket as domestic terrorists. So that's why there's a lot more options open to the police. Not only that, it's umpteen fucking police forces as well, and see trying to coordinate this shit. But when you tell them that there's newspapers interested in this thing as well, it makes the police act on it.
Yeah.
So, any other questions of why I don't love Sparkle?
I don't know why you got a problem with Sparkle. I totally understand why you got a problem with Sparkle.
Mate, I have a problem with anybody bouncing about there making false accusations against anybody of anything. Not only that, maliciously doing it and then trying to propagate this shite.
Yeah.
Well, thank.
You know, I'm just saying in the first place. You know, that's all I'm saying is that actually I support you. I support what you used to do. You know, the commentary on the right wing, absolutely 100%. I've been fucking dragged into this because I don't, because I won't denounce Sparkle. I personally don't have a problem with her, and she's never done anything to me. As a result, I'm deemed to be one of her.
Right, I mean, I know, because paranoia breeds paranoia, breeds paranoia, breeds paranoia, right? This group are going around inventing umpteen sock accounts, fucking mimicking accounts, pretending to be friends, blowing smoke up your arse. I mean, it's unbelievable what they're fucking doing, and they think it's fun, they think it's big, they think it's clever. And mate, Sparkle hasn't personally called you a paedophile or beast, but you're happy for her to do it to innocent people. Now,
no, I mean, I've been honest with you. I've seen things that are unacceptable on both sides.
It's unacceptable. Well, you said the unacceptable thing I said was I was going to kick her cunt in, right? Now, that was me on the back of getting called a beast and paedophile continuously for about 2.5 weeks. Right? And you also said that you agree that if somebody called you a beast or paedophile, you might want to kick their cunt in too. So it doesn't make any logic. You have no problem with Sparkle, but you don't like people calling innocent people beasts and paedophiles. But look,
no,
mate.
Actually be taken up to a high level. I think if there's a genuine accusation being made like that, then you have a right under electronic harassment laws. I mean, dealt with. If the police refuse to do that, you take it to the police complaint.
Yep, that's what I'm doing, mate. I'm going to this is a funny thing. I'm going to sue her. Right, it turns out that she is Philippa Ringsting, ex McWilliams, and that's why Billy McWilliams is her fucking brother or some shit. I don't know. And they seem to think that, I've got a disability, I'm a carer. Gives them fucking carte blanche to go around and just call people beasts and paedophile and treat them whatever way they want. Doesn't work that way, mate. Doesn't work that way. It's not the way the world works. If the only reason these people are acting the way they're acting is because they're hiding behind their cockroaches. They need to operate in the dark, shine a light on them and they scatter. Anyway, buddy, I need to go. Be right back. Anywho. So, apply a little bit of logic and it all just evaporates. There is no logic to this shit. You can't have a fucking fit and about what's her name? Sabine McNeil, then go and do the exact same shit. She's disgusting, calling innocent people beasts and paedophiles, and then just participate in doing that yourself. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't pass the smell test. There's no logic to it. Fanny Bones, Danny Jones, what's his name? Lyndon Warden for the Telford area. God. Hello, Junkie. Hello, is that Junkie? impulse control of a moth, a junkie moth, full of Valium, out on a shoplifting spree with a big flame next to it. Impulse control. A punk. These people are mentally fucking deranged. Mentally deranged. Right? Sparkle's meant to be fucking Plisco's carer. But she's fucking winding this fucking windy liquor up to the extent when he's fucking little stumpy there's just poking his nose away at the phone, making endless phone calls. Doesn't make sense. Fanny Jones, right, has a fit because Wiz Solutions says fuck cunt or bugger in front of his 12-year-old or 14-year-old lassie, then says I'm going to go down there and beat him up. Doesn't make sense. It's almost as if like he's either getting here's the truth, but they can't handle the truth. These are window licking simpletons that are getting used. Probably just for people's shits and giggles. I suspect Jim Dawson. Right? Jim Dawson. Look who yous are going after. And look at the shit ass bullcrap. Modi operandus. Right? Mode of operations. How do they operate? Make friends with you. Blow smoke up your arse. You're so great. Then they befriend all your friends. Then they come in and turn your friends against them, against them. Then they start just calling everybody that disagrees with them a paedophile and beast. Fucking Jim Dawson fucking playbook. Hello, Junkie. Oh, man. You know, I've had batshit fucking crazy ex-girlfriends that aren't as obsessed and as nuts as these pair of loons. You know what I mean? Like, if my theory's right and this guy's just a stump, 2 glass eyes, no even wooden legs, no even cardboard legs, just no legs, no arms, just a stump. Maybe he's even one of those guys with no necks. Maybe he's just fucking completely stumpy. Look, Sparkle's obviously there handing the phone over to him, holding it. What a carer. What a carer. Out shagging tadpoles 24 hours a day, spending 20 hours a day making fucking videos about people on YouTube. You should be spending that time caring for your loved ones. Aye, Sparkle's voice just makes you realise why sexy talk from a Glaswegian Ned doesn't really work. You going to fucking shag me? Are you fucking prick now? You better get over here and fucking you better get over here and fucking stick your tongue down my fucking earlock, you bastard. I'm going to fucking chip you. That's the sexy talk for Sparkle, man. Fuck's sake. None of them seem that bright. This is the funny thing. They love, do you know the conspiracy theorists that they wind up? They love them to call them Satanist paedophiles. Right? Because it's better than the hardcore reality of they're a bunch of simpleton, want-to-be, lonely sad sacks online trying to make themselves feel important. Probably still think they're doing important things. Falsely accusing people of being beasts and paedophiles, saving the world. It's the fucking retarded mentality. Ram your tongue in my pie hole, you mad mental munter. Oh man, I don't know. I'm trying to think of the amateur Glaswegian porn I've watched in my time, man, and it just doesn't seem right. Use the accent. You, I do the fucking pass alright, fuck you, eh? Honestly, we're a cunt of a place for, like, literally. I mean, you get the right people. You can have a full 6-hour conversation that only it consists of insults. I'm not even joking. People who are just structured that way, everything is a fucking insult. You know, there's no downing tools. But anyway. Lube it up with Iron Brew. Nah, Iron Brew doesn't work as lube. Tried that, man. It gets too sticky and then fucking starts to work like anti-lube. Starts to work like fucking super glue, man. Ah! Aye. Better be champagne. Keep it clean, I just say. I hope you washed it down with some Iron Brew, cha. Wash it down with some brew. Anyway. And elubes. It does, it turns into super glue. Like you're like full of Spider-Man with his webs. Where's the fun in where are you getting the original recipe brew face, cha? Holding out in us and stashing it. I think I even seen when all that kicked off there was somebody with a soda screen adding sugar to the fucking brew formula trying to get the original recipe. See, this is the thing. There can't be more calls because, like, whether you want to believe this or not, yous are threatening and yous are intimidating people to stay away. It's disgusting what yous are doing, man. Any cunt that dare touch his base from my channel is a legitimate target in these fuckers' heads. And remember, they're the good guys. We call innocent people beasts and paedophiles for the greater good. So three crates. Good idea, cha. You should start selling that shit, man. See, you put it on eBay, tell the papers, and you'll get some crazy loon that will pay like £500,000 or something. And you can go and invent your own, start up your own fucking Iron Brew company with fucking as much sugar as you want. You know, here's a business idea people can steal. I think it's, I don't know how nationwide this is, right? You get a drink called Venom. I don't even know what's in it. a big fucking tub of not a weak ass Venom. Venom, the full booner. Just looking for a bottling company, money, hundreds of shit, but I'm going to do it. So come to a shop near you soon. Venom, the full booner. Well, what would make somebody a crazy loon is to, like, for example, if you're a dude, you'll know, probably came across a crazy ex-girlfriend at some point. When you might be down crying, oh, just fucking leave me alone, please, just fucking leave me alone. You might find yourself in one of those ones where you're like begging them just to fuck off. Same mentality. And oh god, right. It's compulsive behaviour, OCD. You know, see what's underneath OCD windy liquors. Right, you want to know what OCD windy liquor is? An OCD windy liquor has the impulse control of a moth, a junkie moth, full of Valium, out in a shoplifting spree next to a flame. That's how much impulse control junkie moths have. And that kind of stuff goes to show what I'm talking about with John Calder. And how he seems to be close to the tip of the pyramid with deciding who's to get targeted and who's not. And who's he targeting? Well, just go and look at the people he's targeted in the past. Wiz Solutions. Why did he target them? I don't know. Doesn't really make sense. No logic. Anyway. Just shagged their mates. Great, get out of jail free card. Aye, cha, they had to be larger cans to cram in that fucking 10 ton of sugar. I honestly think if you advertise just one crate on eBay in maybe like 5 years' time or something, fuck, a small fortune. You could retire on that shit, cha. Definitely keep a crate. What's the sell by date, or what does Irn-Bru have? Can melt away by date or something? You know, I don't even... It's not that I don't like Irn-Bru, I just don't like fizzy... No, I do like it. But if I'm thirsty and I want to quench a thirst, water or fruit juice for me all the way. I think it's like the same way if you try and use brew as a lube. It doesn't seem to lubricate, it seems to just turn into a sugary mess. Well, I don't know what Wiz Solutions did or didn't do to you in other review. Because at the time it was all accusations, counter accusations, he done and he said and I says and I says and they says and I says. Right? But I'm sure all the evidence is there for people to watch. It was nothing to do with John Calder phoning in Wiz Solutions and him having a copy of him admitting his cocaine habit and all that shit. Nothing to do with that at all. I mean, protecting people by bullying admitted mental health patients makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Protecting the population by bullying people with on pills for their head problems, but each their own. Well, another view that may be the case. I've came to a different conclusion, but that's what's beautiful about being an individual. I don't believe. I'm coming to different conclusions, and when I'm in a position to share the reason I'm coming to these conclusions, I will do so. Amanda, another view. I can kinda half remember the whole drama. He says that I says, that you says, that I says, that he says. Now, call me a bit sceptical. After just being targeted by this mob, and all sorts of accusations, counting spinning and conjecture, and seeing how the lengths they go to try and bully, harass, and intimidate people. Put that together with what I witnessed at the time and like, this doesn't really sound right, what's going on here? Then I'm of a different conclusion. But each to their own. Each to their own. I don't really give a shit, to be honest. I will find out at one point. It's going to come out in the wash. But anyway. And it continues. He says that I says, you says, he says that I says. Bunch of fucking bitches with nothing better going on in their life to fucking go to YouTube, create a big bunch of fucking fake drama, which doesn't really actually matter in real life. But hey ho, it makes people fucking get a sense of I'm important, I matter this week here. I've got drama in my life. I'd fucking just prefer a nice, dull, boring life, to be honest with you, but each to their own. Yeah, that's 9 o'clock. Another 10 minutes, and I'm doing the off. So, if my obsessed OCD windy licking pal wants to phone and get hung up on just a few more times, feel free. Dirty Monkey, because it's too hard to manage a million and one different fucking personalities. It's impossible to do, and then I might think two sides are acting like idiots, but each side will want me to throw one out, throw the other one out. He's a shell, she's a shell, he's a shell, he's a fuck it. It's more important things to life than fake ass fucking friendships online. It really is. A lot more better things to do. I don't need an evaluation. I know I'm nuts. I eat a Snickers every day. Or, you don't know how nuts I am? I don't even eat a Snickers. i.e. a fucking marathon. Only a certain amount of people will get that. I know, I'm a pure drama queen. You know, I invited all you windy licking motherfuckers to target me and start calling me a paedophile and beast. Absolute drama. Anyway. Want some of my head pills? They're alright. They make you sound like a junkie. You can keep your junkie pills. Right, come on. This is the moth. This is the junkie moth. Full of Valium. Out in a shoplifting spree. And his impulse control next to a flame. Yep, punk, spot on. It's bullying and intimidation. This is why I'm saying John Calder's involved in this. He's trying to intimidate anybody that can put a fucking show on that's better than that fat bastard's off of YouTube. Because I'm trying to figure out why these people are doing what they're doing. Nothing meets the smell test. Just like that guy that phoned in. I don't know if he's genuine or legit or whatever. Aye, if somebody called me a beast or paedophile, I would want to bounce on their face. But you're bad for saying that you'd bounce on Sparkle's face. Yeah, anybody getting falsely accused of anything, somebody said in the comments the other day, certain parts, that's a death sentence. You know, it's abusing the abuse of children. Right? It's like fucking making false allegations of rape. You're some particular fucking scum fuck. It takes a particular fucking grade of human being to do that. To anybody. False rape claims, false paedophilia claims. It's using rape and it's using paedophilia for their own fucking bitchy vendettas. It's disgusting. Fucking. But they're a big bunch of disgusting fucking fat bastard windy lickers. What do you expect? Well, I suspect because the police are going to be visiting him very soon. You know, it's not very smart to threaten violence on somebody, then tell them that you've done GBH 5 years ago when you know their name and the area that they stay in. A smart man would report all this stuff to the cops. He would also use court records and electoral rolls to find out the person's address. Right? That's what Magnum PI would do. You know, it's not that hard. But, again, time's ticking down. So, if you're a junkie moth, full of Valium, on a shopping spree, and you've got zero full of Valium on a shoplifting spree, and get zero impulse control, now's your time to make your last comments. Exactly, Devin. It just absolutely fucking just... I mean, it's disgusting. It's close. It's close to abusing the children yourself. You know, what you're doing is you're making the... This is why... Now, they think it's funny that conspiracy theorists think they're Satanists and covering up for paedophiles. Right? If you go out and just fucking start throwing around false accusations of paedophilia like confetti, it makes it so harder. Makes it so much harder for the genuine authorities to fucking investigate genuine cases. Right? So they're genuinely contributing to the fucking lack of justice when it comes to genuine paedophiles out there. Because of their windy licking ways. Because they've got a glass eye or a wooden leg. Oh, look at me, the world, I can just go out and falsely accuse people of shit. Look how bad Sabine McNeil is. What was she doing? Falsely accusing people of being a beast and paedophile. And now you're doing that? Aye, but no, but aye, but no, but aye, but no, but... I mean, that guy that phoned in, he witnessed her calling me a beast and paedophile, but can't... Oh, she never done it to me. What do you mean, mate? She doesn't have to do it to you, she's doing it to innocent fucking people. Fuck's sake, how could you be friends, associate, or even fucking, like, have any inkling of fucking like towards somebody who goes around and falsely accuses people of being beasts and paedophiles for their own vendettas? Cause, oh, I've got my fucking little fucking Timmy brother to look after. Anyway. Tropical Jubilee. You tell me. You tell me. Really is. It really is like fucking some mentalists, some genuine bona fide fucking crazy folk, man. Right, 9:10, 5 more minutes, and I'm doing it off. God, these comments are weird. Anyway, I'm going to do the off. It's late. Thanks for joining, everybody. Shell McInnes, Lyndon Warden, the Telford area, who committed GBH 5 years ago, but has a moral meltdown when somebody swears in front of their children. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. Happy to beat people up, but fucking wants to beat people up when they say fuck, cunt or bugger in front of their children. Simpleton. He can't handle the truth. Yeah. Now, sensible person, if you know his name, the area, 5 years ago committed GBH, you could search fucking court records and get his name and address like that. Wouldn't be that hard. Right, I'm off. Remember what I do here is digital basking. It is all available and accessible free of charge. I hope to do such a good job. I hope that one day that this fucking OCD fucking windy liquor Maybe when they revisit for the cops, but I don't even think that. Well, he's just gone. Gone. As I said, it's got the impulse control as a junkie moth full of Valium on a shoplifting spree next to a flame. It's his impulse control. Anyway, so remember, digital buskins, all available and accessible free of charge. Do such a good job, you will find value in what I do and consider using your spare change, not your life savings, in the Patreon and PayPal buttons down below. And a mega thanks to those who do. Tune in tomorrow night for not the InfoWars Nightly News, the original, the OG alternative look at the so-called alternative media. Skeptical about the so-called skeptics and watching the so-called motherfucking watchmen. You know, the people that are against false accusations of paedophilia, then go around and falsely accuse people of being pedos and all that. Right? It's worthwhile pointing that out. Right? Ask Spock, run some logic on these fuckers, and you'll see it doesn't compute. They are not what they pretend to be on the fucking tin. I think Jim Dawson is mob, but anyway. So tune in tomorrow for that. Thanks to everybody in the chat. I know it's a pure hard slog nowadays. It's mental, and it is that they're trying to bully and harass people away. It's working to a certain extent, but in the long run, it's good because it shows them up for the cretins they are. And the more and more behaviour that they exhibit, the more and more people the penny's going to drop. Although, it's weird. That guy that phoned in, well, I would jump in somebody's head if they called me a beast or paedophile, but you're bad for doing that. Doesn't meet the smell test. Anyway, so hopefully it catches all tomorrow night. Tune in tomorrow. Alrighty, boob tubes. Cheese. Cips clip.